Beauty may be in the eye of the beholder, but we know it when we see it. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 sexiest female celebs of 2018.
2018 has been an absolute roller coaster of a year.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Click the link below to find our best and worst of 2018 videos for a look back at all the awesome and crazy things that happened.
For this list, we're looking at the famous women who made news in 2018 and turned a lot of heads doing it. Number 10. Jennifer Lopez. J-Lo may not be a new addition to the pantheon of sexy celebs, but she's been setting the standard for hotness since she made her Fly Girl debut. A 49-year-old, thrice-divorced mother of two, Lopez absolutely smoldered in 2018, thanks to her bronze complexion and a body sculpted by some long-dead Greek artisan.
Who's the champ? I'm the champ? You're the champ. Yeah, come on.
The year saw her wrap her Las Vegas residency and launch a makeup line with Inglot Cosmetics, but it also saw her pose majestically in little more than a cape, showing off plentiful side boob, lengthy legs, and curvaceous hips, or if you will, side butt. Number 9. Priyanka Chopra. 2018 was quite the year for Priyanka Chopra. While on one hand, Quantico came to an end, opportunity knocked on the other when Netflix named her as one of the producers behind their new original Indian content.
At Trader Joe's, I saw Bollywood-flavored popcorn. How do you put a flavor to an entire industry?
Romantically, the former Miss World became involved with Nick Jonas, and she celebrated her engagement in October with a party at Tiffany's. But while all signs point towards the astronomically gorgeous Chopra settling down, there were some moments the rest of us could appreciate too. Like her maroon and gold Madonna-inspired Ralph Lauren-designed Met Gala getup, or a series of hyper-classy looks at New York Fashion Week. Number 8. Dakota Johnson. Outside of 50 Shades Freed, Suspiria, and Bad Times at the El Royale, most of Dakota Johnson's 2018 was spent avoiding confirmation on whether or not she was dating Chris Martin. This are they aren't they story spun out of control when rumors claimed the possible couple were expecting a child, which Johnson has refuted.
Cheers.
Cheers.
With nothing else to do apparently, the media set out about judging the hypothetical duo's age difference, but the only real takeaway from this is that Old Man Martin ain't blind. From the trademark bangs of her Mark Townsend-styled hair, smoky eyes, and pouty lips, Dakota Johnson is 67 inches of lithe, articulate, intellectual beauty. Number 7. Cardi B. When Chadwick Boseman turned the SNL stage over to Cardi B for the second time, we learned something. She'd spent half of 2018 pregnant and still been the sexiest person on screen.
Why not present it in a beautiful, clean way, and then Saturday Night Live is just, why not?
By her own admission, Cardi had entertained fears that the unplanned pregnancy would derail her career. It did not, and there was ample proof in a double platinum debut album, her 3 VMAs, and 3 AMAs, which she received while rocking Dolce & Gabbana with a corset. Following the birth of her daughter in July, Cardi made good on promises she made to herself and wasted no time cranking the sexy back to max.
Fuzzy, 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 fuzzy.
Number 6. Danai Gurira. Black Panther gave the MCU a new kind of hero, but it also gave us a new kind of sex symbol. 40, bald, and fierce, the role of Okoye introduced the masses to the intimidating sexiness of Danai Gurira, with a side order of Lupita Nyong'o's girl next door library/princess hotness for balance.
Something's entered the atmosphere.
Appearing on screen a second time in Avengers Infinity War, Gurira's real-world sexiness for 2018 was probably at its peak during the Oscars, where she appeared in a light pink Gabriella Heist gown, accessorized with jewelry by Messika, and shoes by Sergio Rossi. Number 5. Camila Mendes. Riding the success of Riverdale and the ingrained American wholesomeness and desirability of her character Veronica Lodge brought 24-year-old Camila Mendes to additional screens of all sizes in 2018.
Look, Betty, let's not confuse wanting a solution to this mystery with actually having one, okay? This is Kevin's father we're talking about.
Playing Morgan in Canadian indie film The New Romantic, which debuted at South by Southwest in March, Mendes later appeared in music videos for Maggie Rogers and the Chainsmokers. But her most head-turning moment came at the 2018 Teen Choice Awards, with fashion commentators noting that in her light pink dress, Mendes looked more like Archie Comics frenemy Betty Cooper than Veronica Lodge. Number 4. Emily Ratajkowski. 2018 saw Ratajkowski continue to blur the lines between voice of feminism and vessel of sex appeal. The former erotica model pushed further into acting, appearing in 4 movies, including I Feel Pretty alongside Amy Schumer. Ratajkowski was also later arrested alongside Schumer, resulting from the two taking part in a protest against controversial Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. Steamy as ever on Instagram, she appeared at Milan Fashion Week, on the cover of Marie Claire in June, and officially took herself off the market in February, marrying boyfriend Sebastian Bear McLeod.
Did you learn a lesson from this?
Yes, I learned that you either do not paint yourself a color or you hire someone who knows what they're doing.
Number 3. Dua Lipa. The success of her debut self-titled album saw Dua Lipa spend a fair bit of 2018 on the road, both with her own The Self-Titled Tour and as an opening act for Bruno Mars. She also performed on SNL in February, and later saw her One Kiss collab with Calvin Harris hit number 1 in the UK, while her track High was included on the 50 Shades Freed soundtrack.
Anyway, good night.
Oh, good night.
All of this means there were a lot of eyes on Lipa, and those eyes were not disappointed, especially if they stumbled upon her Instagram, which featured the star rocking stylish bikinis and lingerie. Number 2. Rihanna. 2018 was a year loaded with Rihanna-related headlines, from her battle with Snapchat, her cease and desist order to Donald Trump, whispers of a secret film project with Donald Glover, and praise for her performance in Ocean's 8.
You a little genius, sis. Thank you.
She rang in 2018 with a new look, with fans deeming her a thick queen. As the year picked up, she was named Billboard's 10th biggest Hot 100 artist of all time, installed as the Barbadian ambassador at large, and launched her personal lingerie brand, Savage X Fenty, at New York Fashion Week.
Any chance of a new album or anything, or have you just walked away from that?
Who sent you?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
You don't need to do the new album, just stick that on it again.
That actually could be a great song now.
Yeah.
It's funny when you make music and then it could be great now.
Please welcome Halsey to the show.
How long since you recorded an album?
It's been about 10 years since I've
10
made
years.
a record.
And is that something that you are still interested in doing?
I am dipping my toe back in as we speak.
Well, they ask you if you want it to be an open or closed set.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, it has to be closed.
Fair. Open.
Number 1. Ariana Grande. Moving on from, and later mourning, Mac Miller, 2018 saw real-life anime girl Ariana Grande briefly engaged to SNL's Pete Davidson, her album's Sweetener debut at number 1 on the Billboard 200, and her being named Billboard's Woman of the Year. She also appeared on the cover of Elle, a publication which described her style as, quote, lampshade meets figure skater. But the true testament to her rampant sex appeal was that by combining a yellow hoodie with a ponytail, thigh-high boots, a lollipop, and a Starbucks cup, Ariana Grande was the most popular costume of Halloween 2018. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.